Welcome back to your NCC Sports Report. I'm Michael O'Connor. Orange basketball has already had a historic offseason filled with plenty of change. And for those SU fans tuning in, that change isn't going away. As star senior guard Joe Girard announced today he's declaring for the NBA draft. But don't hold your breath, Orange fans. The Glens Falls native also announced today he plans to enter the transfer portal if undrafted, as he still has 1 year of eligibility remaining. The four-year starter averaged over 16 points per game as one of the best three-point shooters in the country this season, averaging 38% from beyond the arc. There is a chance Girard plays in the Dome again, however, as several ACC schools, including Pitt, Clemson, and Notre Dame, have all expressed interest, should he be available. And if you're not wearing your glasses, you might think that Jim Boeheim is still coaching, as Jim Larrañaga and the Miami Hurricanes made their second straight and second ever Elite Eight appearance. The Longhorns led by as many as 13 points, but Isaiah Wong getting it done inside with the midi fadeaway. He finished with 14. Hurricanes get momentum, get the turnover, and Pack lays it in. That would cut the lead to 2, but here's where the game really took a turn. As they go up for the rebound, O'Meara picks up his 5th foul for going over the back, but after reviewing the play, the refs called a loose ball foul on Texas. Now, crucially, that call allowed him to stay in the game and force this critical turnover, and that would ultimately ice the game for Miami. The Hurricanes come back to win 88-81 and will make their first Final Four appearance in school history against UConn. Now, over in Louisville, Creighton and San Diego State went back and forth for 39 minutes, with the Aztecs leading by 2 points late in the game here. And how about this play by Baylor Shireman? San Diego State with the ball. He gets the steal and the basket to tie things up with just 32 seconds left. Shot clock turned off. Trammell, the hero against Alabama, drives down the lane, puts it up, gets fouled. Creighton is stunned, and you can see here on the replay there's no contact to the ball, but it's the hand on the hip is what Nembhard gets called for. Trammell would go 1 for 2, giving Creighton a chance at one last Hail Mary with former high school quarterback Baylor Shireman set to inbound. He launches this one the full length of the court, but it's tipped out of bounds. Was there any time left on the clock? The refs say no. The Aztecs make their first Final Four appearance in program history. A bittersweet moment for the seniors who were part of the 2022 team that saw the best season in school history and projected 1 seed wiped away by the pandemic. Bringing things back to the Hills, Syracuse women's lacrosse is ranked #1 in the nation and isn't slowing down. Kayla Trainer's squad was back in action today as the unbeaten Orange traveled down to Louisville looking to pick up their 10th win of the season. And it was looking just like that as they jumped out to an early 4-0 lead. Here, Megan Tyrell draws the extra defender and on the inside dishes it to Emma Ward, who finds the back of the net, make that a 5-0 lead. Jump now later into the second quarter with the Orange up 8-1. And hey, Sierra Cockrell in transition, she is flying down the field. The Cardinals, they don't know what to do on defense. They're looking around, they're stunned. Is there an open player? Cockrell fires a dart to Megan Tyrell, who goes low for the goal. SU goes up 9-1 here, and the Orange were in control the entire game and didn't waste a second. Great movement here, sets up a shot inside, but it's saved. Savannah Schweitzer, though, quick to recover, and she finds Emma Tyrell on the doorstep for the easy putback. The Orange walk away with a dominant 17-5 victory and head back up to the JMA Dome to take on the Cornell Big Red next Tuesday. And speaking of the Dome, the Kraus-Simmons Trophy is on the line with the Cuse taking on Hobart. A slow start down 2 goals is nothing for freshman phenom Joyce Bellina, who, you guessed it, goes behind the back to put SU on the board. The Orange would tack on 4 more in the next 4 minutes, including this one from another freshman, Michael Leo, who fires it home on the run. He would go on to record a hat trick in the first half and improve to 12 goals on the season. A little over a minute later, Thompson slings it over to a wide open Owen Hiltz with a laser to the upper 90. The Statesmen, though, they don't want to go down without a fight in this one, as the local product Anthony Detellis from West Gen, looking to keep things interesting, scores his 20th of the season. Cuse goes into the half up 9-4. Later in the third row with the spin, and Cook whips it through to the back of the net. Orange starting to pull away here, and hey, what can't Joey Spallina do? You already saw him go behind the back once. You know what he says? He says, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" To put that one on the highlight reel, he is fired up, and the Orange take this one 18-7, keeping the Kraus-Simmons Trophy in Salt City for the 33rd time out of 36 meetings since they started awarding the trophy. Next up for the Cuse is a date with third-ranked Notre Dame. Hey, who wants to take me out to the ballgame? I hope you bought some Peanuts and Cracker Jacks because opening day is finally here. The Yankees, one of the most dominant franchises in all of sports, are on the verge of tying their second longest World Series drought in franchise history of 14 years. Cubs fans, you can go ahead and laugh now. One of the biggest storylines last season was Aaron Judge betting on himself and winning, setting the American League record in home runs with 62 bombs last season. That performance earned him a 9-year, $360 million contract last December, the third largest contract in MLB history. But just because he got paid doesn't mean he's slowing down. Second pitch of the season, and hey, all rise. Number 99 goes yard. You guessed it. He's saying, I don't want 62, give me 162. Yanks go up 1-0 early. So the bats are there, but how about the pitching? Well, Garrett Cole was dealing. He strikes out 8 batters in just the first 3 innings, and he would pick up 3 more in 3 more innings of work. But back to the bats now, and Gleyber Torres makes like the judge and cranks that one. Is it going to go? Is it going to go? Into the short porch, it is. 2 more runs after that would end the game as the Yankees start their season with a 5-0 win over the Giants. Game 2 of that series is set for 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Mr. O'Connor, thank you so much for that update. March has lived up to its billing, my friend. Pure madness. As we move to April, that means the end of the tournament. You got a 9 seed, you got 2 5 seeds, you got UConn, who many view as the favorite. How do you see the Final Four shaking out?
Well, I see it shaking out the way that I have my bracket shaking out. UConn was severely underseeded. They are the favorite now as a 4 seed, but they were much better than a 4 seed, and we saw them so far play better than a 4 seed throughout the tournament. The thing that I'm actually really excited about, though, Laddie, is that we are guaranteed to have a mid-major in the championship game between FAU and San Diego State. And I'm really happy for the Aztecs. I know watching them in 2020 have that stellar season. They were 30-2 to start, and then it was wiped away by the pandemic. So to have them come back around full circle is really good to see.
It's going to be an absolute blast come Saturday. That's all for NCC Sports. I'm Laddie Springer. That's Michael O'Connor. Coming up next, is the Bible pornographic? A new bill proposed by Utah Republicans says yes? That story and more coming up after the break.